Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. I'm the Aussie Viking and today we're going to be looking at a tier list for all the major Nintendo Switch games. Well, most of them. I had a look at it and there are some weird ones on there, but there are also some really good picks. So, let's dive right on into it, shall we? Alright, so first we can look at what actually is the tiers here. We have favourites, good games, just games that I thought are pretty good. Middle opinion. These are the games that I liked but had a lot of conflicting thoughts on. Pretty much Pokemon Sword and Shield. Didn't particularly enjoy his games. It was very self-explanatory. Didn't particularly enjoy them. And games that are unreleased and or I haven't played will be at the bottom, and that's also quite self-explanatory. So, up first we have ARMS. Now, I have played a bit of ARMS. Not a massive amount, but I've played enough that I feel like ARMS is a good game. Not my particular taste in games. I don't love fighting games, but it's very unique. Has just an incredible, interesting style. And we're getting ARMS in Smash now. For what it is, ARMS is a very solid game. ARMS is going to be put in good games. Right up there. Doop. Astral Train, I've heard of it. Sorry, I haven't played it. Neither have I played Demon X Machina or Damon. Sorry. Here we go. Now we're getting to the good stuff. Tropical Freeze, one of the best, if not the best 2D platformers I have played. Probably the best, yeah, because it really is its own thing. Country Returns was a return to form, where Tropical Freeze, Retro Studios just went all out. The platforming, the weight you feel when you play as Donkey Kong, the intricately crafted worlds, how most levels tell a story. It's really quite ingenious. Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze goes on to favourites. Fire Emblem Three Houses. Now this is my favourite game that came out last year. Fire Emblem Three Houses is an incredible package that did far more than it was ever supposed to. Nintendo, well, I suppose, I forgot what they're called. Let me just research that. Fire Emblem developers. Nintendo and Intelligent Systems put far more into this game than they ever needed to. It is, frankly, a masterpiece in many ways. Yes, there is some pop-ins, and the graphics do look in the monastery quite a lot like a PS2 game, which is a bit odd, but the gameplay, the story, the characters, the content in Three Houses is just so enormous, and the amount of effort put into every support is just astronomical, and it was such a fun game to play. The community feedback that we got from many of the American voice actors, like particularly Joe Zisha, who plays Claude, and I'm Golden Deer member right here, Go Fear the Deer, just loved that. That was fantastic and just made you enjoy the game and appreciate it just so much more. So Fire Emblem Three Houses goes into favourites, but I haven't played Fire Emblem, so that has to go down here. Sorry. And also, let me just move Fire Emblem just above Donkey Kong because yeah, it's that good. I don't even know what this is. Fitness boxing? I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm sorry. Unreleased. Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition. Oh dear. Now this game has a lot of content. Like a lot of content. But I found it to be extremely repetitive, and if I wasn't a massive Zelda fan, I don't think I would have loved it, because the gameplay is really repetitive. If you play the game for a few days, you've basically seen everything that has to offer. If you love the gameplay loop in it, there is so much content for you. But if you don't, there's not much else. And because of that, I'm gonna have to put it in middle opinion, despite the fact that I do think it's a great game for what it is, and has so much content if you enjoy it. And if you're a Zelda fan, there's a lot of fan service in there that I greatly enjoyed. Now Kirby Star Allies, I haven't played it, but one of my brothers has, and he's talked to me about it. And so I think I have enough basis to talk about it. And what I have to say about Kirby Star Allies is it's a pretty solid Kirby game. It's very easy, but you gotta expect that with Kirby. But it's very short, and most of the content was added later on. So while I do think it is a good game, the fact that there are just so many things against it do put it in middle opinion. Oh no. Oh, we see what's next, don't we? The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. My favourite game of all time. I've said so much about this on the channel. Just the open world, the immersive experience, just reinventing how open world games can be played, and the Zelda formula, just completely shattering it, just being next generation. Oh man, this game goes in favourites. It goes in favourites. And Link's Awakening, I'm not a big 2D Zelda guy. I love 2D Zelda, but I'm not a big 2D Zelda fan. The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening is an incredible game, and the remake just brought that back, made it not as clunky as the original one on the Game Boy, basically by giving us more buttons, really, and just told that heartfelt story that really was incredible to be on the Game Boy. The original Game Boy, I should say, and then got remade or remastered for the Game Boy Color. I don't have any personal attachment to it, so I'm not going to put it on favourites, but I still think it's an incredible game though, and I love the new art style they went for, but I don't want to see it again, because it did feel very stylistic, with the whole game being, spoiler alert, for a game that's 20-something years old, a dream. So let's put Link's Awakening up there in good games, just above ARMS. Also, let's get Breath of the Wild and put that up there. Mario and Rabbids Tennis Aces. This game, oh my gosh, this game. It was combining a Ubisoft Minions-like characters with Mario in a turn-based strategy game that came out just after when the Switch was still very fresh and blew everyone out of the water. It was so good. It had really honestly challenging turn-based combat, a decent story. It's, pretty run-of-the-mill, but it's still pretty decent, and just a lot of content and heart put into it. And if you've seen the behind the scenes, I suppose, but that's how the films is behind the development of it, you'll know that there was so much passion put into it, and the person behind it, I forgot his name, but he cried, he teared up when Miyamoto announced it at E3 2017. So that's pretty special. So and because the game just turned out to be so solid, it gets good games ahead of ARMS. Oh gosh, it's Mario Kart 8, it's Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, it's Mario Kart. I played this game so much. Whenever friends come over, you play this game. But it's not actually one of my favourites. This is going to be a controversial opinion, but while I love Mario Kart, it's not a game I will pick up and just play by myself. Only with friends. And because of that, it is going to go, for me personally, while I love it and it's just perfect, it is going to go on good games ahead of ARMS, but not as good personally for me as Mario plus Rabbids. You know what? No, better than Mario. I'm sorry, Ubisoft. Better than Mario plus Rabbids, just because I've played more of it. Tennis Aces, have not played it, do not intend to play it. My gosh, I've played the Wii U one. Please. This game just doesn't need to exist. Really, they just need to stop. New Super Mario Bros. Wii is one of my favourite games. I love that game, but that's because of nostalgia. And they're all solid games, but they're not inventive, and they're not creative, and they're all pretty much the same. So this one particularly, I have to put in, while it's a solid game, didn't particularly enjoy it. I'm sorry. Octopath Traveler. Now, disregarding what Donkey said, this game is, in my opinion, a masterpiece. Yes, it's got fantasy cliches. Yes, some of the voice acting is not great, but the beautiful art style, just the return to classic JRPG Final Fantasy 6 and Chrono Trigger style story. As I said, the beautiful art style, the turn-based combat, the music, oh my gosh, and some of the characters just enamored me, and it is my favourite game of 2018. Octopath Traveler is right up there, and it is ahead of Fire Emblem. So my favourites for are actually Breath of the Wild, Octopath, and Fire Emblem for 2017, 18, and 19. I don't know why they thought they needed to be separate. Why? Why are they separate? They're exactly the same games apart from like 3 minor details. And I have a problem with that. And that's the same with Sword and Shield. And they don't, but they make money. They make so much money. And Game Freak is just gonna continue pumping them out. Just pumping them out. Oh, because it's a franchise and it has more money than Star Wars. So, it's gonna go in... I don't love... Let's Go. Sorry. They're just Kanto again. They're just not that fun. And they're very dumbing down. They have some cool inventive features behind them, but I just didn't love them. Tekken, I played that on the Wii U, but I did not play the remake. If I have to look at my Wii U opinion, I would give it a good game, solid good game. I haven't played this one, so it has to go here. Snipperclips, Snipperclips is just solid. It's just a solid game. It's not anything remarkable. It's just solid, good game. Yeah, it's gonna go up just behind ARMS. It's nothing special. It came out when the Switch launched, I believe. So yeah, Splatoon 2, the second Splatoon. It is going to go in... It's going to go on Good Games. It's not a masterpiece for me. I don't love Splatoon that much, but I do really like it, and it's going to just go in here. It's really fun, and I played quite a lot of it. And it's just such an inventive IP, and it's very new. It and ARMS are Nintendo's newest IPs, I believe, in a long time. And while ARMS feels like just a one-shot, Splatoon has legs. It's just very good, and like the Splatfest, the community part of it, the gameplay is addicting. It has a really solid story campaign. It's just good. It's just really good. I love me some Splatoon. Now, Super Mario Maker 2. I lost this cartridge, but before I lost it, I need to rebuy it or find it. I had a lot of fun with this game. This was a really good game. This is just everything that was in the first game and more. And they've just added so much content that I can't play because I've lost my cartridge. But it's just great. It's just a lot of fun, and you can do so much of it. And now that you have all the worlds, you have full worlds people can make, you never need to buy a 2D Mario game again. Like, what are they going to do? You can have the entire of New Super Mario Bros. U in Mario Maker 2, just as one tiny part of an endless game. So because of that, it goes in Good Games, definitely, just behind Splatoon for me personally, because I'm not a massive 2D Mario guy, more of a 3D Mario guy, as we'll see next. See? I did not plan that, but here we go. Super Mario Odyssey. Oh my gosh, this game is pretty much fun incarnate. You cannot have more fun with a video game than Super Mario Maker... what? No! Mario Odyssey! Yes! You cannot have more fun with a game than Mario Odyssey. And Mario Odyssey is just so good. The world, just all the moons, collecting them all the time, just the gameplay. Playing as Mario is just so fun. Nintendo have perfected that over, 30 years? And it's just so good. Mario Odyssey, up there, absolutely up there, behind Octopath Traveler, and just ahead of Three Houses. While I haven't played it as much as Three Houses, it was so fun. Mario Party, haven't played. I know, it's blasphemous. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm gonna annoy people with this one. Smash Brothers is an icon. It sells so much, it's amazing. The amount of work Sakurai and his team put into these games is astronomical. But I'm not a fighting game person, and I really enjoy playing this game with my friends. But I don't like to play it by myself. I know there's a whole World of Light thing, but it's just not that enamoring by me. And you might say, hey, get good. But I don't really have any incentive to get good. I can appreciate it. I think it's a fantastic game and the ultimate version of Smash. I mean, don't attack me, Melee people, but I think it's the ultimate version of Smash, as the title suggests, with every character, plus new DLC ones coming out on top of the already planned DLC pass, as I said with ARMS earlier. But I just don't love it personally. And because of that, it's going up here behind 8 Deluxe. Tetris 99, downloaded it, didn't play it. I should get to that. Travis, whatever that is, I know what it is. I haven't played it. So, if this was Torn of the Golden Country, it would be in favourite. But I haven't played nearly enough Xenoblade Chronicles 2 yet to put it in favourites. However, I have played enough for it to be in good games. So far, I just haven't struck gold with the cast, and the story hasn't enthralled me quite yet, but you know, there's a lot of time to do that. I am very excited for Definitive Edition, as I put up a new video the other day, why I'm hyped for Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. You should all check that out. But, just plugging my old video. But Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is an incredible game that a lot of people will really like, and I hope that I'm one of those people one day. Hopefully sometime soon. But as of now, it's gonna go in good games behind Mario Rabbids. And this could, over time, get up to like here. I doubt it will be Mario Odyssey, but it could get up to here. But at the moment, it gets here, just behind Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle. Okay, so now Yoshi's Crafted World. I played the demo for this. Yeah, no, Yoshi's Crafted World, I haven't played enough to have an opinion, really, so it goes just in here. Also, these aren't in any order, these ones. These are just here. These ones are all in order. So it goes from best to least best, I suppose, down. So, for example, Breath of the Wild is my favourite. DK is my least in the favourites, but I still love it. So, in Bayonetta, haven't played Bayonetta. Sorry, should get to that. Haven't played it yet. Animal Crossing, again, much like the Xenoblade, haven't played enough of this to have an opinion. People love this game. It's selling so much. Oh my gosh. Part of that is probably because we're in there's a pandemic in the world, as you all know, I'm sure, and everyone is at home, and there's a lot of time to just chill and just get immersed, and people really want to get immersed at the moment in just a peaceful, nice game, and Animal Crossing is the perfect peaceful, nice game. But it's just a lot of downtime, and while I do enjoy that, there is an element of, I'm just spending so much time in this game, and I should be doing all these other things, and I haven't been able to get immersed in it. I was close to getting immersed, and then, you know, stuff happened, and I didn't play the game for a while, because I was interested in other games, and then I'm really scared to boot it up again, despite my friends saying, come on, Mel, I want to play with you, because I don't want to get addicted. Got other games to play, got books to read, got now school started back, I have a ton of assignments to do, I've got friends to hang out with, well, online, and, it's just not a game that I want to commit my life to. I love it, but I don't want to do that. And so because of that, it's going in good games behind Xenoblade Chronicles 2. That is my opinion. Please don't hurt me. Okay, I don't know what... This is a Netflix show. Why is it there? I know it was a show before, and it's an iconic classic, and they made a Netflix show that's amazing. I don't know why it's a video game. Maybe it's good. Maybe I should check it out. You tell me in the comments. Should I check out Dark Crystal? Whatever that's called. Yeah. I need to play this. Haven't played that. Oh man, I'm just disappointing you all. Haven't played this. I need to play far more Switch games. But look at things. Okay. Finally, the final 2 games. One game. I'm not counting them as 2 games. Okay. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna give them the luxury. Is Pokemon Sword and Shield. These games are weird. There's some really good stuff in here and some fantastic ideas, but they feel rushed, and there's also a lot of elements that just don't hold up. There's the wild area, which is an incredible idea, yet some of the graphics look terrible, and there's so much pop in. The story's fine, but because it's so cinematic and it's on the Switch, the thing is, if you treat these games like 3DS games, they're fine, but because they're on the Switch, they are put to a new standard. and there's so much of it, it feels like it should have voice acting. And I mean, I'm playing freaking Yokai Watch on my 3DS at the moment a bit, and that has voice acting, and far more polish on 3DS games than Game Freak could do on a Switch game. I understand there's tons of factors involved with Pokemon, and they have to get them out quickly because of the show, and there's always factors because it's a multi probably $billion franchise, and not don't quote me on that though, but still, it's just, they have so much money, and they could potentially employ more people, and it's a whole kerfuffle, and the games are just weird. I like the games, but they're just plagued with so many problems. So Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield together as one, although I have just played Shield, go in middle opinion, and I am putting Shield higher than Sword. It's funny that I actually have more criticisms to say on Sword and Shield than I do for these three games down here, but Sword and Shield also have much more positive elements as well that stand out. They just have a lot of really bad elements at the same time, but they sort of just... It's an interesting game. Alright, so that is my tier list for all the major Nintendo Switch games. I hope you all enjoyed this video. I hope you're all not too bored at the moment. We're not doing that much. On a high note, let's not leave the video on a high note. I love so many Nintendo Switch games. Obviously need to play so many more, looking at that unreleased / hasn't played yet. There aren't any games on there that are unreleased, so I don't know why it says unreleased, just the haven't played ones. I need to play more games. What do you think about this? Do you agree with me? Do you not agree with me? Either way, thank you very much for watching. Make sure to subscribe if you want to see more videos by me. I've got some pretty good videos on my channel. Some videos aren't as good, but you know, I do my best. And I'll upload regularly, and I will hopefully see you all soon. Anyway, I've been the Aussie Viking, and I will see you all later. Bye bye.